place called Safe Sleeping. It's not the safes at all.
People staying in one of San Diego's sleeping sites for the homeless raising concerns, the conditions they call inhumane, and what the city is saying about their claims. Plus,
I know it smells and it's not okay.
it was an outdoor space that East County residents avoided. 6 years later, it's a different story.
I mean, I just see more people walking around. I see more peacefulness. I don't see as much a concern for safety.
Tonight, we follow through with the work that it took to transform Lindo Lake into a centerpiece for the lakeside community. And the countdown is on. The Padres ready to take on the Dodgers in the National League Division Series.
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now.
I just want to not wake up to a rat staring me in the face.
Many people staying in one of San Diego's safe sleeping sites say it's anything but. And we appreciate you being with us this Friday evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Some who left San Diego streets to stay at O-Lot, the site, they tell us the living conditions are inhumane. But as ABC 10 News anchor Max Goldwasser tells us, city officials are pushing back on those claims.
It's been a year since the O-Lot Safe Sleeping site opened on the edge of Balboa Park. About 400 tents, space for 2 people each, giving the unhoused community a place to call home.
I was grateful. I still am grateful to have any place to stay that's, inside a confined space.
Rebecca Yunkis moved in about a month ago. She says she's already starting to lose her patience.
I just want to not wake up to a rat staring me in the face.
These are the rats she's talking about. Photos apparently taken by others who live there shared with ABC 10 News. They say the site is totally infested and claim some rats were even found in the water supply. The city says there's no evidence of that. Tony Garitzian says he saw it firsthand.
They removed the top of where the water filtration system is, and they all jumped out. And you could see that they were eating the stuff and making nests there. And then that's when I realized, okay, that's why I'm sick.
Garitzian and others making that claim did not share any specific photos of the rats in the supply.
In my hand is a copy of the petition signed by more than 100 O-Lot residents backing these claims and demanding the infestation be immediately and safely eliminated.
City officials coming back with this statement. The city was notified earlier this week by site operator Dreams for Change that a small, isolated group of rodents had been found near one drinking water dispenser at one of the 4 tiers at O-Lot. Action was immediately taken to protect individuals and prevent future rodents. In fact, they say county health officials advised no further action was necessary. And all this comes as city council members unanimously voted on Tuesday to expand the safe sleeping program by almost 50% to help offset the loss of about 600 shelter beds by the end of the year. Those who live there hoping to see major changes before that happens.
A place called Safe Sleeping. It's not the safes at all. There's a lot of things there that aren't safe.
Near Balboa Park, Max Goldwasser, ABC 10 News.
Firefighters are mopping up after a fire at an apartment complex in Escondido. Sky 10 was over the aftermath on Midway Drive near Grand Avenue. You can see a large hole in the roof. These are photos right here of the fire shortly after it broke out about 4:15 as thick black smoke filled the air. This week, San Diego mayoral candidates Todd Gloria and Larry Turner debated for a second time, trying to convey their visions for San Diego to voters. 2 weeks ago, I moderated their first debate along with senior investigative reporter Jim Avila. And following the latest debate, ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill spoke with both candidates about what they hope was driven home to voters.
Good evening.
2 candidates standing at podiums for
the San Diego
mayoral debate.
It's the second time in roughly 2 weeks that San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria and Larry Turner are debating why they're the best bet for San Diego's future. Gloria and Turner participating in the KPBS debate Thursday, discussing homelessness and ways to resolve it like safe sleeping sites.
What I said earlier on was we have to put a tourniquet on this and we have to stop them. So on day one, I have to keep that. I want them to stay in there for the shortest amount of time we can until we get the beds for them.
And I have plans to add another 1,000 beds at Kettner and Vine and another 200 plus safe parking spaces at H Barracks. By the way, both of those are proposals that my opponent opposes.
Similar topics being brought up at our debate at ABC 10 News.
But here we are at the end trying to come up with a solution to this with a 1,000-bed facility. I don't think 1,000-bed facilities are what we need. The IBA doesn't support it. The city attorney doesn't support it.
I would disagree with what was said a moment ago. You can't put 931 new shelter beds on the streets in the last 12 months and act like we're just now starting to act on homelessness.
I spoke with both Gloria and Turner on how they felt this time around after participating in 2 debates.
That there are 2 different visions for the city. Mine that is focused on keeping you safe, building more housing, getting homeless folks off the streets, and fixing our roads. And really someone that has no vision, but does have a long list of grievances and complaints, but no ideas on how to fix them.
So this is how politicians, I guess, do this. They only want to talk for short sound bites, real quick and not get into details. So I don't like that. I mean, this is my second time doing it. I don't do these. I don't want to do these. I'd like to just be out and talk to the community and talk for hours.
They also told me they didn't prepare much differently for the KPBS debate compared to the one here at ABC 10 News.
I might have a few notes for me up there on some numbers to be accurate, but yeah, I just say what I said.
I'm happy to take the evening and explain to San Diegans what that work looks like and how we can do better going forward.
Again, Election Day is November 5th and early voting starts on Monday. Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
You can watch the full unedited ABC 10 News mayoral debate on our website, 10news.com. Just click on the San Diego mayoral debate tab at the top of the page. Turning to the race for president, Democratic vice presidential candidate Governor Tim Walz will visit San Diego this weekend. He'll speak at a campaign reception here Sunday afternoon. Governor Walz will then campaign throughout California and Washington. Right now, hundreds of workers at the Hotel Del Coronado are holding a strike authorization vote. The contract for 800 union members is set to expire at the end of the month. The union is asking for higher wages and better workloads, and it claims Hilton has not responded to requests to set negotiation dates. ABC 10 News reached out to Hilton about the vote. We've not yet heard back. Voting ends at 7 p.m. 51% of the ballots need to be in favor to approve the strike vote. The Padres getting some bad news 24 hours before their first game of the National League Division Series. They won't have pitcher Joe Musgrove for the series and even longer. He will undergo Tommy John surgery. Musgrove left Wednesday's game with what the team called right elbow tightness. While the Padres will be without their hometown pitcher, their focus is on Game 1 against the Dodgers tomorrow. And this is a best-of-5 series. First pitch tomorrow in L.A., 5:38. Game 2 starts Sunday, 5:03. The series will come to Petco Park for Game 3 on Tuesday, and a start time has not yet been announced. ABC 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins will have live coverage from Games 1 and 2 in L.A. this weekend. Here in San Diego, watch parties are planned across the county, with the official one being at Gallagher Square inside Petco Park. And while checking out areas downtown, my co-anchor Wally Aliou met with Padres broadcasting legend and ABC 10 News alum Bob Chandler to talk about the rivalry between the Padres and the Dodgers.
Let's go back to the history of this rivalry. The Dodgers were the first team in Southern California, and that's kind of where things started.
Where things started, and you know what? It seems crazy to bring it up now, but people wondered whether Southern California would be able to support Major League Baseball. Well, the Dodgers have been one of the great drawing teams of all time, and the Padres have drawn over 3 million the last 2 years. But the early years, it wasn't like that. The first 5 years, their best attendance was 644,000. It's a fun rivalry, and it means a lot to San Diego, and it would certainly mean a lot in the memory of Peter Seidler, who paid a lot of money to put this team together.
What would a win this year mean? After at that point, we'd be able to say we won the last 2 series against them.
It's always, let's face it, it's been a bigger rivalry for San Diego than it has for Los Angeles. Yep. The Dodgers have been one of the best franchises around. They've been a dominant team. For the first time going into a series, it's not David and Goliath.
No.
I think the Padres are right there on an even keel with the Dodgers, and many people feel
they've been the better team since the All-Star break.
And they've got better pitching, I believe. The Dodgers have suffered some tough injuries. For the first time that I can remember, and I've been with every team, every Padre team ever, this team has the ingredients to win it all, to win the World Series. Doesn't mean they will, but all the ingredients are there. They have terrific starting pitching, a great bullpen, They led the major leagues in batting average. They don't strike out. They hit the ball. They've got power. They have superstars. They have speed. They have a terrific manager. It's all there. So the chance to win a World Series is bigger this year than ever before, I think.
But the Dodgers are coming in hungry after that 2022 loss.
They don't like to lose to the Padres, you know? Well, they don't like to lose to anybody.
Right,
but
especially not the Padres.
They haven't won a World Series in a full season since 1988. And for a franchise like them, that's a long, long time. For the Padres, they've been in 2 World Series, and they've won 1 World Series game.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and that was in 1984.
There is so much support for the Padres across the county and on social media, and we're getting pictures of how you're proudly representing the brown and gold. Keep sending us the photos. We love the Padre fandom. Just join our Facebook group. It's called Friar Nation, or email your pictures to pictures@10news.com. We'll be featuring more of your photos throughout our newscasts. Nestled in the heart of Lakeside, Lindo Lake County Park is a popular place for the community to enjoy the fresh air, but that wasn't always the case.
Not fishy, garbagey.
In 2018, people saw this area a lot different. Some even tried to avoid it. It took a lot of effort to turn Lindo Lake into what it is now, a safe destination for families as well as the community. And now, more than 6 years later, we follow through with the people who made this change a reality.
All right, Palomar Mountain was one of the areas that set a record high today for the 4th day in a row. I'll pinpoint the other 2 records that were set today, as well as the records I'm forecasting tomorrow, and just when this heat, at least away from the coast, is going to end.